Hello, you beautiful, wonderful, delightful, delectable, interesting, and special people. Yeah, I'm going for all the words today. How are you all doing today? What did someone just? I saw someone basically. Everyone's talking about the music. Not everyone. People are talking about a lot of things in the comments. But the music, by the way, I used to have it on, but everyone used to mock it. It's Final Fantasy music. And then someone said they're missing the music. Tom said it, so I turned it back up because it's still there on the OBS studio. Then someone went, "Oh yes, Stephen, the porno music." So everyone just likes the music, but I think you should all learn to. If you love me, which I guess you probably don't literally love me, but if you do like me at least, you have to like who I am, man. And I'm bad music. I'm bad music and I'm good vibes. That's all I would say in general. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to another live stream. I'm going to try and do these regularly where we're just chatting about stuff, just a chill session, just chatting about football, having a bit of a Q&A, putting the world to rights, and in general, chatting away to you, my virtual e-friends. We can chat away and it'll be good fun. I'm in a weird mood tonight, actually. I don't know where this has come from. Everyone's Sorry? Virtual. They said virtual e-friends. Oh yeah, because your real e-friends, I guess. Anyway, Matt is right. Matt Hayes says everyone smashed that like button, and of course, go and subscribe to Matt's channel as well. Matt's a top Spurs fan and a good lad. Hello to Jonas. Jonas, by the way, was feeling very sad before I read his comment. Jonas said, "Hey, I hope everybody's doing okay in these crazy times." He put, "I like to think you meant gravy times, which would be even better." But Jonas, yeah, we are. It's a good question, man. And who else is hate being in lockdown? He said, "I'm starting to get depressed from it. Will society ever get back to normal?" Well, what I will say, Jonas, and I'm going to say this, even though it's politics, I'm going to say it right now, is life will get back to normal because it simply has to, because everyone wants to get back to normal, and because life finds a way, and because bear this in mind, some of the most intelligent minds, some of the brightest, most positive minds in the human race, all the scientists and all that kind of stuff, they want us to get back to normal, and they've got unlimited money, and we'll make it happen. Trust me, by the summer, I reckon life will feel an awful lot better. And hang on in there anyway, even if you don't think it will do, hang on in there, because someone loves you, and they need you around. So hang on in there, and you'll be better. Don't worry about it. This guy likes to move when talking, reminds me of a primary school teacher. It's because I'm sat in a spinny chair, Galaxy apart. And when you're sat in a spinny chair, you can't not move, can you? Lagan's dropped in and saying, "I love you, Stephen." Also, Ben Mendy's a top checker. I mean, I love you too, man, but he's definitely some kind of checker, isn't he, allegedly. I wish he'd just kind of choose his times a little bit better. But Lagan, big love to you too, man. Good to see you on the channel and everyone else joining in. And of course, this is a great chance to mention that all those people scrolling there, they are my members, basically, my YouTube members. Thank you. You can get involved as well and help if you want to. Support the channel a little bit. YouTube.com/Esteemed Kompany /join if you want to. If not, don't worry about it. Just give this video a like and hit that subscribe button if you want to. That would be very, very much appreciated. Big love to Lagan Cow as ever. So how's everyone doing today? We're going to start by talking a little bit about some of the headlines going through, and of course I'll get to as many questions as I can. The music debate is still going on in the comments. Great shirt, Elliot. Thank you very much, man. I got this in New York. Did I get this in New York? I did, didn't I? Nicholas not playing. Nicholas playing Valhalla, of course, over there. I just got headphones. I got this in New York, right? Yeah, I got this at the Vans store in New York, which is pretty damn cool, isn't it? It's a Vans top, and I love it. I got it from New York, and I'm a big fan of it. I like it too. But basically, get the biscuits in. That's a good shout, man. That's a good shout. So today's headlines are: Lazio wants Zinchenko on loan, or some people call him Nazio. I'm not going to go into that one personally. Second on today's headline: Sergio Aguero to start versus Birmingham City? And next on the headlines: John Stones is named Manchester City's Player of the Month. Did I put a third headline? I can't remember. I waited for it to scroll at the bottom. Was that just it? No, that was it. They're the headlines today. We're going to chat about those, and of course we'll Burt hard, because after last night's victory, if you can't Burt hard, when can you Burt after a victory? Blue Baller wants me to say his favourite. I don't have favourite kids, Blue Baller. You're all my favourite kids, apart from Nicola, who is literally the favourite, unfortunately. But after that, I can't choose between my kids, and you're my little kind of like, you're my guys. I can't choose between you. Sinster's dropping a very big question here, by the way. A very big question. Sinster, big love to Sinster as ever. Sinster, I've noticed you're my latest Patreon as well, Sinster. And I'll be giving you a shout out in tomorrow's video, Sinster. So he said, Joao Cancelo or Ruben on the home shirt, lads? That's a big question. Everyone get your votes in. I mean, who's your current favourite player, Sinster? I personally, I always kind of go for hipstery choices, and Cancelo's a pretty hipstery choice. But Diaz at the moment, man, or just Ruben on the back would be pretty cool. But everyone, get your suggestions in, man. It'd be good to see. And Dan, Stephen represents City more on other channels instead of Boovie. I don't get a choice in that, unfortunately. Abalash, I mean, if they want me on, I'll go on anywhere, but I don't get really a choice. If you don't get invited, I can't go on, unfortunately. And hopefully I will get to 50k soon. Let's see what everyone's saying in terms of the suggestions. What's everyone saying? I hate... I'm just reading someone saying I hate Garcia. Ruben says Renners. What's everyone reckon? Jack reckons Diaz personally can just see him as more of a long-term player. Probably true. Diaz second best defender in the world. John Stones has been brilliant. Probably are, Pete. How old are you, Pete? I'm 35, man. But the way I see it is, you know, there's no age on the internet, but there is. That's the very worrying life. Don't live life with that motto. But we don't know each other, so I can pretend. It sounds even worse, doesn't it? Sounds even worse. Yeah, Matt. Do you know what? Matt Hayes there saying from the Tottenham blog that he laughed his head off with the Stones and Spurs link. I've heard personally from very real sources, and I when you go to the academy games and you get chatting to people over the years, you get chatting to people in the game is the one who will say, you know, people like connected to players in certain ways, and you get to meet some people who are pretty reliable because they talk to players regularly and stuff like that. Yeah, you are with me, Pete, I'll give you that. But anyway, someone did tell me recently that Man City were considering selling John Stones to Spurs in the summer. It was genuinely a thing. But thankfully, Garcia decided he wanted to leave, which meant John Stones got a bit of basically a second chance. So John Stones basically hung around, and you know, like life, the butterfly effect and all that kind of stuff. Redemption and life is a very weird thing sometimes, and thankfully we've all got John Stones back. He could have been somewhere else and probably not been as good as he is right now. I mean, to be honest, Matt, I think it's probably fair to say if John Stones had gone to Spurs, he might not have been the player he is right now. I think sometimes circumstance is what makes a player. He's big, he's from Barnsley, and he's number 5. That's not singing there. He's big and he's Barnsley. I always get the cadence wrong in that, but it's from brim full of passion on the 45. He's big, he's from Barnsley and he's number 5. That's really bad. I'm really bad at that. Everybody needs just those in defense. I'll stop it. By the way, don't forget, second team, you can get one of these on Patreon, patreon.com/Esteemed Kompany if you want them. What's this going on here? We got a super chat from Charlie Lee coming up, and I'm pretty certain he just says the letter C. Jamie, this is my full-time job, man. Yeah, it is. I used to have other jobs, but I've gone for this and given it a go, and hopefully I can make it work, man. Hopefully I can make it work. And you've ruined my day. You are quite lucky. Sorry, Matt, and I feel no guilt whatsoever. Charlie, man, there's no question. I would absolutely love to drop a question, Charlie. Big love to you, pal. But there isn't one, so unfortunately I can't get involved in it, Charlie. It would be wonderful, but he's just dropped the letter C, which I can only means, you know, I'm thinking of Manchester C for Colin Bell, rest in peace, King Colin. C for Carlos Tevez. C for Cancelo, maybe. Or C for Charlie, I guess. Big love to Charlie, man. Since they're saying third double digits, but feel Diaz will be an icon. Yeah, man. Diaz probably will be an icon, so it's probably not a bad shout. I mean, we could be looking at Diaz in 10 years from now, and the way we talked about Vincent Kompany, that's not even an exaggeration. Well, I mean, it's obviously a long way to go, and a lot of shit happens, but Diaz is a baller, man. Anyway, let's get on to today's topic, shall we? Let's talk about Zinchenko. Now, Zinchenko, the rumours today are apparently that... well, what's your mum saying? Oh, mum can't get it. Try now. Mum's struggling to get onto YouTube. Bless her. But apparently Zinchenko is being linked with a move to Lazio, and I'm not really a fan of that. I don't think really Zinchenko's a fan of it. Now, apparently, I'm going to find the headlines here, and of course, I'm nicking this from Twitter. Zinchenko's emerged as a January transfer idea for Lazio. Apparently, the director of football, Igli Tare, the ex-footballer actually, is considering it, studying a possible move about a pay loan with a right of redemption for Zinchenko, which is a very fancy and epic way of saying a loan with a right to buy. I mean, personally, I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it will happen personally. I think Zinchenko will be like, nah, I'm pretty chill here. I'm enjoying life at the moment, and I kind of want to stay. And I think there's always Zinchenko rumours, as Rudy's just said. I think that's very true. And to be honest, and this might have been a thing maybe like a couple of weeks ago, maybe. But right now, Zinchenko is like, he's found a way into this team. He's playing well. And I think he'll want to hang around and go for yet another Premier League title. And I don't see him wanting to go anywhere, and rightfully so. Maybe at the end of the season. But Zinchenko, for me, he's been brilliant recently. He's one that I thought we would probably leave in the summer, and I don't think anyone would have complained about it too much. He's very likeable, always a very good footballer, but I've never really been convinced he's a long-term solution at left-back, and I still probably feel that way. But what I will say about Zinchenko, in his defence, he's fucking likeable, man. Like, the kid works really hard. He never stops. He never gives anything other than 100%, and he's an intelligent footballer. You can't deny that he's got an awful lot of ability. He's got an awful lot of ability, and he just makes things happen, man. He just makes things happen. Jesus Christ, man. Is Tamer watching this? Is a guy called Tamer just watching this? He's putting a massive donation on Patreon. If so, man, fucking hell, Tamer. That's absolutely incredible. Tamer, Jesus Christ. Absolutely insane, Tamer. Thank you so much, man. If so, Tamer, insane, and I'll drop you a message very, very soon. I just saw my phone buzzed and I looked down at it. But yeah, with Zinchenko, what a guy! What a guy! Genuinely, what a guy! Hopefully he stays. Hopefully he keeps proving wrong and keeps getting better. And every club as well always has these journeyman kind of like squad players that aren't always starting regularly, but end up being really, really useful. Staff at the club said what a nice guy Zinchenko is, and that's very true. Do you know what? Oh, Jonas, man, thank you so much. Big love to Jonas as well. Sorry, I'll get onto your point in a second, Renners. Jonas, man, big love, just to support, keep up the work. Jonas, if you're feeling a bit low, I think, Jonas, I know you mentioned beforehand, drop me a DM on Twitter and we'll have a chat, man. But what I will say is I get very down about everything at the moment as well, and you look at me and you probably think Stephen's happy and confident and all that kind of shit, and even though I'm happy broadly speaking, I get very down, you know. I'm a big emotional bastard. Nicola will tell you, Nicholas, I'm always, Nicholas riddled with anxiety, and Nicholas riddled with anxiety, and Mum's had the vaccine as well, you know, and like, I riddle with anxiety, I get really down, I've had a couple of days where I've just cried, you know, genuinely thinking I'm not going to see my parents again, all that kind of shit. What I will say anyway is anyone's feeling down, and I genuinely mean this, it takes me a while to get back to all the DMs, but I always try to reply to everyone on Twitter, so if you're ever feeling a bit low, and you want to hear, I don't know, just someone else, just say something, message me. I mean it big time. So big love to Jonas there. Renners, where's it gone? Renners said basically, stuff at the club said what a nice guy Zinchenko is. And he's absolutely spot on, Renners. One of my very best friends works at Manchester City Football Club. He's a cameraman. And basically, he did some work with Zinchenko once. He's a cameraman at Manchester City. And Zinchenko was dead friendly, like really super nice, really chatty, really lovely. And my mate was in Asda, the Asda opposite the Etihad, then with his then fiance, who's now his wife, and they were just walking around Asda, and Zinchenko was in there, and Zinchenko literally made a beeline over to my friend Paul, like Paul from Blooming Horizon. You might remember if you used to watch that channel years ago. He made a beeline over to Paul just to say hello to him, and introduced himself as well to Paul's like wife, just being nice and stuff like that. Like, most footballers do not make an effort in a superstore to come and say hello to people because they're obviously super famous and all that kind of stuff. And that was how nice Zinchenko is. He's just super friendly, dead nice, and a top bloke. And you know what? That stuff matters to me. And I like it. If he wants to stay around the squad and he's got the blessings of Pep, keep him around the squad because I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. So I didn't know that Zinchenko had a good bromance with Foden actually since then. I wouldn't be surprised though because he's a super lovely guy. So, but that shit does matter. I think it does matter. Oh, big love to Sean as well, man. Sean just dropping in with the. Sean is. I wish there was a question there, man. But big love to Sean. Big love to everyone who's helping support the channel. It's really, 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 really appreciated. Big love to all. I'm going to try and do some more strands as well soon on this channel. So thank you very much for all the support. I'm going to try and find a way to get live people on, like, you know, I'm going to jump over to here now, 1 second. See that there? This is like a template I've got. I'm going to try and be able to get like that'll be another Zoom screen, or might be able to do like you pick the team. So I'm gonna have webcams on there as well. I don't know how to do it yet. I'm trying to work out how to do it. This is a template I'm looking at right now that I'm trying to fix still. So when I can manage it, I'll get it working. Back over to here. So I'll be able to get basically like people on as well alongside me every now and then. Get me to 48k, says Jeremy, and I would love that if you don't mind. I'm very close to 48k. The subs have gone up a little bit in the last couple of days, and I need like 100 more subscribers to get to 48k. So if you can go for it, that would be good. Oh, Hunter Blaze, could you make a past and present of the best City team of overall time? As people say, we're a 5-year-old club. Well, you got to bear in mind I'm only 35, mate, so I can't talk with confidence about anything before the 90s. I don't know. Paul is the ginger guy, by the way, bro. It's right, yeah. But I can't talk with confidence about the players before then. But I think it's fair to say, obviously, Man City have been around for an awful fucking long time, and we haven't got a 5-year history. I mean, everyone was saying we only formed in 2008 for one, so you know what's that? Just ignore those people. I mean, I literally wouldn't. I wouldn't be here, you know, like right now if Man City didn't exist back then. So, get me to 50k indeed, Naz, yeah. So, ignore those people. There's a phone using Discord, Hugh is he apparently. If you could send me a link, Jack, to one of those videos, I will do. Matt, I thought about using StreamYard, but like I'm fussy and I wanted to have my graphics and shit and everything. I'm like, I know that sounds really fussy and needlessly fussy, but I do want it to look like how I want it to look. Because StreamYard's relatively limited. But I might give it a go on StreamYard, but I'm just fussy about stuff like this. Nothing wrong with StreamYard, of course, but you can't have, you know, animated backgrounds and shit, and I want to be able to be a little bit more flexible. Then also switch over to other scenes if needs be, which I can't do, I think, on StreamYard unless I pay and I can't afford to. Hello again, Stephen. Great to hear back from you on Twitter. What are your views on beers? I'm not a beer person, unfortunately, man. Sorry. I don't really. I'm not. I'm a rum. I'm more of a cider and spirits person. I've never really been into beer, unfortunately. I love a drink, but I'm not a beer person, so unfortunately not. Yeah, we would have done pretty well for since 2008, wouldn't we, Renners? That's a good point. In terms of the next headline, by the way, Guardiola did say that if Aguero's fine, he's starting at the weekend, which would be mint, wouldn't it? Imagine Aguero playing at the weekend against Birmingham, bagging a goal or two, and we get the new recently whammed up Aguero. Did I use that right? I've been trying to. I've tried to use the word wham in the right context there. Fuck knows if I did, man. But I'm certainly trying to. But yeah, basically it's going to be... oh, you can use OBS and window capture. Okay, that makes sense, Matt. Okay, that's very interesting, man. That's very interesting. Omar knows I'm into the spirits. Omar, we don't talk about that time anymore. We do not talk about that time. We don't talk about that time. Those days, that never happened, pal. Oh, do you know what, man? I miss everyone, you know, right now. Like, Omar popping up there and, like... me and Omar just walk past each other. It's like, yeah, right, man. I feel like right now, all those little kind of like when you walk past people and you make those little nods acquaintances. Right now, I just want to stop and chat to everyone for ages and give everyone hugs. Like, I miss everyone at the moment. Like, so it's weird. Like, me and Omar once had a little fallout on Twitter, and I apologise about that, Omar, at the time. I think we were all very touchy, and so we didn't really speak for a while. Do you remember that, Omar? And I feel bad about that. Sorry, but that's life. We all. But Omar's a lovely lad. It happens on Twitter, and I'm feeling sentimental about everything right now. What else is on there? John Stones named Man City Player of the Month. Yeah, John Stones deserved it. Johnny Big Boulder's been absolutely fantastic recently, and to be honest, it's really nice to see Stones get a goal, have a big performance against United, and then get that award. Stones is growing as a person. I mean, we forget how much people can change around that age. You forget Stones he's a relatively young man. Like you know, he's only young, John Stones. In the grand scheme of things, he's 26 years old. He's 27 in the summer. But yeah, basically, he's young, and you forget how much people can change. I mean, I'm not the same person as I was when I was 26. Not even close to the same person as when I was 26. It takes a little bit of time to kind of like. Kind of become who you are personally, and I think Stones is obviously had a bit of a personal messy breakup, and it doesn't mad shit to, you know, breakups and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, you know, we don't know the details of that, but it's enough to make you distracted. But sometimes you need a quick kind of hard snap into reality, and I guess for him, Stones the pandemic and a personal thing, and maybe realising that Man City might sell him. I do feel there's an element of that kind of making him realise, oh shit, I don't want to waste my chance under Guardiola. Man, it's fucking Guardiola. And I think Stones loves playing under Guardiola, so he's delighted. He's delighted with the Guardiola, and I think he's grabbed this second chance he's got, basically, and he's got better and better and better, and he's found a bit of a bromance. Him and Ruben Diaz, they look at each other in the way that I used to look at Paul Walsh when I used to do videos of him, Paul. Like, just proper mates, proper pals, and I love that, because that kind of shit matters. And that's one of the reasons why I'm excited about this partnership, by the way, not because they're both brilliant, it's because they're both like in tune with each other, and you can tell that they both respect each other, and you can tell that they both feel like they need each other on the pitch, and I like that, man. And obviously, I think he has that effect anyway of most people, Diaz, but I feel like genuinely there's a reciprocal feeling there in general. No news about KDB's renewal, Jonas, unfortunately, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all, man. It'll be fine. Someone asked if I watch any other City channels. No, not because they're not good. It's just because I don't get around to it. Because I don't watch other City content because I'm too busy making City content. It's one of those things where it becomes your job. You don't really indulge in other content. But that's not to say I haven't browsed it all, and there's loads of good content out there. Of course, you guys are always mentioning the City Extra. Martin over at Man City Fan TV is a lovely lad, and Martin's been just dead kind and chatted to me a lot quite recently. He's a good fella, Martin, over there. Obviously, I've had some differences personally with other team members, but I can't deny this. Everyone's been really nice over there. Even Andy supported me recently, so fair play to Man City Fan TV over there. Everyone just wants to create content. Elmar, he was over some shit about... on Twitter about, I think it was the Sun or something like that, and I think I went a bit patronising about age. But either way, I feel guilty. I'm not a dick, I promise you. I hope you're a good bloke, Omar, and that's literally all that matters, man. That famous live stream, that was a big one. Ravi Matondo news. Ravi Matondo, Brillo, he's gone at Stoke on loan. He's joined Stoke on loan, so... Yash, stop spamming the same question, man. It's very, very, very tiring. I'm going to put you on timeout if you don't keep spamming that question. You've got I know there's a delay from when I've said that, so you've got 10 seconds, and if you don't stop spamming that question, I'm going to put you on mute. But what I was saying about Matondo's gone on loan to Stoke. It's a good one for them. It's a good loan for Stoke. He's a good player, Matondo. He's not, obviously set the world alight, but he's a good player. I always felt he was a little bit low the level of, the Sanchos and your Brahim's and Fodens when he was there. Good player, but not quite at that level, personally. Don't forget anyone, please don't spam. Because he gets very annoying for everyone else, and I try and get to as many questions as possible, but you know me, I like to waffle for 30-40 seconds. No worries, Josh. No worries, it's totally fine, man. I like to waffle for 30-40 seconds, and then by the time that's happened, there's a whole new stream of comments already gone. No, I agree, Blue Maniac. Yash, to answer your question, it's illegal over here in the UK, of course. Do you think Raheem and Mahrez could play together? And also, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. True story. I just don't really see the point, personally. I don't get why you would smoke a cigarette. I'm going for it if you want to, but I just don't really see the appeal. It just seems kind of pointless. But go for it if you want to. But I've never really been offered one either. So, any player dead or alive, who would it be? Alive. I would love to sit and have a pint with someone like, I don't know, Kevin De Bruyne, man. I think I'd get on really well with him. I think I'd get on well with Bernardo, actually, as well, funny enough. I know, in terms of, I would love to... it's obviously a language thing. Presuming I chat to them, of course, why wouldn't you want to chat to someone like Zidane or Guardiola or something like that? There's loads of great players, but I would want to meet someone who's an interesting person. I would love to chat to Michael Richards. Fucking hell, Tane. Sorry. Tane, I'm so sorry, mate. I shouldn't laugh, but that's awful. My girlfriend left me for my flatmate a week ago. I can't lose Zinchenko too. Tane, man, I'm so sorry. Your girlfriend's a dick. I'm just going to put that out there for you. You don't, well, I will say, if she's left me for your flatmate, then, she's got no sense of decency anyway. At least, if she just... It's just awful. It's just awful, mate. So you're better off without her. Obviously everyone's allowed to move on from relationships. That's totally fine. But come on, man. That's just unfair. it's like, I mean, yeah, it's just unfair on you to do that. Like, she could at least broke up with you and waited for a long time or something like that. But don't worry about it, man. Yeah, if you got one, you can get another. It'll be fine. I went through plenty. It's true though, isn't it? Yeah. Figure out you've already fucking pulled the trigger once. You'll find someone else. And I went through quite a few to get to Nicola, you know. So and not like loads or anything like that, but just a normal amount. And it took me a while to meet the love of my life. What's that song? Love of, it's a song or something. Someone I don't know who it was, man.
Definitely kissed a few frogs.
Kissed a few frogs. Yeah. You fucking hanging around ponds looking for a little Prince Charming. Then you found this fucker here. Dust. Keep pressing the wrong one. Sorry, I went to the wrong button there. I won't be right back. I'm already here. Dustin saying, Stephen, big love to Dustin, by the way. Do you think you could do a mid-season review prediction video for City? I could do. That's a good idea. I mean, are we at the point yet? Where are we? We need a couple more games, don't we? Once we get to 19 games, I'll do that. So when's that going to be? I need to remind myself to do that. After how many fixtures is that? So what day? Let me look at the games. So there's a 16th game, 17th, 18th, 19th. So on the 26th onwards, before we play Sheffield United, let me set a reminder to myself now. I'm gonna email myself now. To Stephen. This is how I remind myself. Mid-season review. There we go. I'm going to do that then, man. Because we're not at the mid-season point yet, by the way. I'm going to do it after 19 games. On the 27th. Early on the 27th. Done. I'll set a reminder, mate. I will do that. There you go, Dustin. Big love to Dustin. There was another comment I think I missed as well. Where is it? It was Oliver. Oliver saying, Stephen, how do you think Messi would fit in the team? Percy would like to see him at a false nine like at Barca. That's definitely an option, man. The only thing I will say is that I'm not really sure he's got the dynamism as much anymore. So it might be difficult for him to be as effective, I guess, in that role compared to what we're seeing, from, him when he was younger, because he's just not younger anymore, is he, man? But I think he'd go on the right. I think we'd slot him on the right. Where Mahrez usually starts, and we'd fit the team around him. But we could play him as a false nine. He'd be brilliant there, of course. I'm sure every now and then. We'd obviously have to expect him not to do any running. My hair's gone all fluffy. No running, but that's why I reckon it'd be either a false nine maybe or on the right, just kind of cutting in. And I think he'd be fine with that. I don't think we'd be putting him in midfield because obviously we know midfield, him these days. This boy ain't got legs anymore, so I reckon that's what the situation we get there. Big love to Oliver, by the way. There's another one. Oh, Alexandros is right, by the way. I'm very lucky, mate, Alexandros. And I'm so sorry if anyone's been alone through this. I feel so sorry for you. Once again, all I can say though is everyone wants to chat about anything. I can do my best if you just drop me a DM. Alexandros is very right there. I'm very lucky. I consider myself very lucky. What was the gun saying then? Someone said, Love of My Life by Queen. Yeah, I was singing Love of My Life by Queen. Remember that song, Nicola? That's what I was singing. I was singing Love of My Life by Queen. Love of My Life. Yeah. I knew I'd made it up. Because if so, I'd been writing some pretty big banging tunes there. Alex said, do you think we'll go for a striker over the transfer window? I'm worried Aguero picks up another injury. Are we running into trouble at the crunch end? I would love it, mate, but I honestly can't see us going for anyone, unfortunately. I mean, I think we'll look around and go like that. Do you know when you walk into a shop and you think, I could do with something, but I'm a bit skint and payday's not until the end of the month. And you walk into the shop and you walk around and you're going, coat's kind of nice. It's like, but is it really that much better than what we got? Can I afford it at the moment? Am I going to use it that much? Because obviously it's nearly the end of, it's nearly summer anyway, and do I need a big coat right now? And I reckon that's what I think City are doing, looking around January transfer and going, I could do with a new coat, but the coats are going to be better, they'll be cheaper, or I can get a better one in the summer, and I'm not sure I'm going to need it because I've got other coats that are pretty good, and what if my other coats last it, and I'm not sure this coat metaphor works, but I'm going to kind of stick with it anyway. But I reckon they could be doing that, and maybe, but I think it's one of those things where they have to find an absolute bargain, because I feel like they're not too sure about it personally, mate, so... maybe, but I can't see it happening unless something crazy happens. And also, I need to say thank you, by the way, to my latest member. Where has he gone? Nathan. Big love to Nathan, man. Nathan is a hero. Mate, I'll get you on the wall right now. 1 second. Get Nathan on the wall of fame. The wall of fame. You should be on there any second now, mate. I've exported it. I've exported the file. I've added you to the list. and you'll be there. There you are, next to Andy. And below Daniel Osterhell and Renners and Walter Wofford and Elliot. I'm going to read some names out. Cade, Jordan to Brian to William to Mark to Jake to Thomas Pettis and Jake Easton to Ryan to Ash to Mr. Jade and random people in the middle like Kestel Vadnamesh and Oliver Altoona and Patrick Carolus and Pranay and Manchester's Burning and Jonas and everyone else. Big love to everyone. Daniel's on there twice. I just realised. I need to fix that list up. Daniel, you got lucky there, man. That was a genuine mistake. Stephen, get the coat, man. Yeah, maybe I should get the coat. Is someone spamming? If you keep asking about the Adam Johnson thing, the Adam Johnson joke's just not funny, so it's not funny at all. I've put him on timeout because it's not funny. PXK, stop asking the very shit joke. Jonathan June, if you keep asking it as well, I will put you in timeout. Charlo, if you want to be a member, mate, the pinned comment above you in the chat box, you can see it right there. You can go on my YouTube page, and the main page is a join button as well if you want to, mate. For those, there's tier 1 where you can get your comments highlighted and all that kind of stuff. And tier 2 is exactly the same thing, but these extra videos, I do extra videos. You can get involved in the Slack group as well over there and have a chat away. My mum was trying to get on the comments. Sorry, my phone won't go full screen. She said, both tried to get it on with rotation and can't get on the comments. It's not letting me. Oh, bless her. Mother problems. There's a mum, if you're watching somehow, there's a drag down bit. She doesn't know how to change it from rotating. Never mind, bless her. No, I don't think she knows what she's doing. Can you give player ratings after matches? I do player ratings, unfortunately, on I do it as a bonus video for the Patreon members. So unfortunately, I do, but it's obviously it's the least I can do for the second tier members. But yeah, I do, unfortunately. What's scary is that the centre backs are both so young. They are, man, unruly. They are unruly. They're very young, and we've got all the centre backs in general are pretty young, which is great. So we've got loads. By the way, the Adam Johnson stuff is about as funny as a kick in the nuts. It really is not funny. Someone just call me a Fogden bully. Fucking hell. As if I bullied anyone. Look, Fogden's a kid. He's a kid. A couple of years ago, I asked him if he could send a clip over for my channel as a preview because he said he was a Spurs. He watches Spurs games. I went, oh, cool, man. And he sent the clip over. I got very busy. I couldn't do my usual match preview. I didn't have time to include his clip. I said to him saying, look, I'm really sorry, mate. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use a clip. I've not got time to do my usual previews. But thank you for sending this clip over. I really appreciate it. Next time, we'll try and get something sorted. He went, no worries, man. Have a good day. I went, good luck with your channel, man. It'll be huge soon. That's exactly the kind of conversation. And he went, no worries. And now Fogden, 2 years later, decides he hates me and calls me a prick.
Quite frankly, you need to get away.
Oh yeah, he needs to get. He's a very successful YouTuber, and he hates me for being polite to him, which is. And he was only young. Maybe he was insecure, and maybe he didn't like the fact that I couldn't use his clip. But it was just life, innit, man? It's like nothing personal. Can anyone really imagine me being rude to fucking a random person I don't even know like that? It doesn't happen. Oh, Dustin, man. Dustin, are you already on the wall, Dustin? I think you are, aren't you? I can't remember. Is he already on the wall, Dustin? I can't even remember, man. I feel like you are. Just recognise your name. Is Dustin on there? I'm going to put you on there anyway for now, man. Big love to Dustin. Yeah, do you know what? I don't do like beefs and fall out with people. You know I don't. I can't be bothered with that kind of shit. I'm too old for that anyway. I'm too old to fall out with kids on YouTube. So if I upset him, I didn't mean to. I'm old enough to be his dad. So I'm not gonna, his dad should be old enough to know better as well. So, but that's whatever. Who gives a shit? He's fine. He'll be all right. He'll learn one day not to be rude to people. Dustin, you're on the wall now, man. I'm not sure if you already were or not, but I got you on there anyway, man. Dustin, where are you? Dustin, welcome to the tier 2. Big love to Dustin. There should be a Slack invite, mate. And look in the YouTube community section, by the way. Camera's gone flat. You can hear me still. Sorry. The battery's exhausted. That's it. Battery's knackered. Right, I'm going to carry on talking. So you hang on in there and I'll get the battery updated. I've got to annoyingly take off the stand and all this kind of stuff. So hold on. The battery's going in the camera. You can hear me. The camera will be coming back on very, very soon. Flat battery FC on this channel, I swear. My other one's over there, so I've not got it out yet. I'll be back in a second. That was what you heard knocking over then was me knocking over a candle. It's fine though. There's another comment from Yash saying, "Hey Steve, I tried to text you on Instagram. I was supposed to be in Manchester match. Wanted to hang out for a bit, mate. Yeah, well, obviously we can't hang out, unfortunately, pal. You know, there's a pandemic, unfortunately. Do you mean you're meant to be? I don't check Instagram very often, so apologies, pal. There we go. I'm back now. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, mate. Unfortunately, I probably wouldn't have been able to hang out anyway because just life and all that kind of stuff. But when the life's back to normal, I'll hopefully always say hello to people at the game or something like that. But it'd be lovely, man. But thank you so much, man. And sorry, I don't check Instagram very often. I'm not really an Instagram person, unfortunately. Nicholas knows I'm not an Instagram person. I can't be bothered with it. I'm a bully, apparently. Lagan Cow, I won't be bothering, unfortunately. Neil Sinner saying, what do I think about City Fans YouTube channel? There's a lot of good content here. How does it feel to be OG? I have subscribers since less than 5k. What do you mean City Fans YouTube channel? Do you mean a specific one? Is that one I don't know about? Do you mean Man City Fan TV or City Extra or something like that? Are you referring to one called City Fans? I personally don't know that one, so I'm not sure what you're referring to, mate. But there's a lot of good content here in general. How does it feel to be OG? Well, I wasn't technically OG. I mean, Blue Me Rising was going before me. Like for a year before me, Blue Me Rising started. But I guess I kind of slightly am. But Omar as well, man. Omar had Citizens TV if he's watching still for a bit. But yeah, it's nice, man. I love it. It's good. I didn't think it'd be a job. I used to mock YouTube, but here we are, man. But it's good. It's good stuff. I love it. Yash. Yash, big love to Yash, man. Yash, I'll get you on. I need to make a new row. You're gonna have to hang on. I'm gonna have to do some more Photoshop editing because I've run out of space. Let me get a new row on the wall. So hang on, and I'll be back you all in a second. But talk amongst yourselves. But I'm looking forward to the Birmingham game. By the way, I don't think any of our youngsters will be playing personally. I might be wrong there, but I've got a feeling they won't be. I just can't see it. I'd love to be wrong, but I've got a feeling it'll be... hang on, sorry. I'm just doing some editing. And there's another one, isn't there? There's another member. There's another member going on. There's just so much going on. Oh, Lagan's upgraded. Lagan's already on there. It's all cool. It's all cool. I've got a feeling... we'll be playing a couple of academy players, but not loads of them. But looking forward to it. Let me get this updated. Sorry, editing Photoshop and chatting away to you guys at the same time. And people say blokes can't multitask, you know? That's just, you know, they haven't obviously tried to do an OBS live stream and do this while waffling away to people. PXK, no worries, mate. It's fine. Don't worry about it, pal. No hard feelings. But obviously, I've got to, lay down the law every now and then, pal. Don't worry about it, man. It's fine. So Yash, you're on, you should be on the wall any second now. Lagan as well is upgraded. Big love to Lagan. He's already on the wall, but Yash, you're right there. Lagan as well. Big love to all of you. Really, really, really appreciate that, mates.
You should tell everyone how disgusting our tea was.
Oh, by the way, Nick wants to tell me the worst tea ever. We're trying to empty the cupboards, and we had these like chicken sausage things, and we thought they were going to be like just chicken in sausage shape, but didn't realise that they're like a hot dog chicken, and it was horrible. And we had it with pasta and curry sauce because we had nothing else left, and it was fucking awful. Curried pasta, chicken hot dog things. It was absolute gag worthy. Nick is a good cook, but we were just using it all. Yeah. Dustin's found the stickers. Nice. Do you still advise videos on your Facebook? Do you still advise your videos on Facebook City groups? I don't know what you mean, mate, but I post them every now and then, yeah. How can I check the dwarf for my name as I had to rejoin? It should be on there, mate. You should just see it, unfortunately. You should be scrolling on there. I'm not sure if it is, but you should feel it. Man City versus Birmingham cancelled due to COVID. Is that wrong? Is Jonathan lying there? I presume he probably is lying, you know. But I guess we'll know in a few minutes or not anyway. I mean, I don't see why it would be cancelled personally. Oh, I've just seen an adorable photo, by the way, of Aguero and his kid on a walk. Benjamin Aguero looks so old. Oh my God. Have you ever seen this photo? Look at this photo, Nicola, of Benjamin Aguero. He's obviously tiny because his dad's tiny. But Aguero and his kid. It's bloody adorable. Look how adorable Aguero and his kid look. He's like a little boy now.
Oh my god, he's like an...
He's got like floppy little hair.
It's the same size as my
Yeah, he does. It's mad. He's on a wind. I presume he's on a wind-up, so that's why I didn't fall for it. Think we'll see Luke and Bete. I personally don't think we'll see any academy players play. So where's this lad Jonathan gone? I'm going to put him on a timeout for a bit because Jonathan June is a Jonathan joke right now. Got you, pal. You've just been Stevened. Nicola's not happy about that. I've been chatting away for you for 45 minutes now. That kid will have some talent indeed, man. I mean, could you get a better gene pool than... I mean, he's going to be very small. Maradona and Sergio. And his godfather's like Messi and that. So he's obviously got incredible genetics. And he's got like... He's like Uncle Leo, we would call him. Do you know when you've got like a really close family friend, even though not a relative, you just call him Uncle anyway. So he'll be Uncle Leo. And he'll have obviously his dad... Like Benjamin is. I bet Benjamin's like not even slightly. Sorry about that joke earlier. I get your laughs about shit jokes like 20 seconds later, so occasionally I don't get the reaction. So yeah, extras is what you've just been Stephen doing post. Fucking hell, man. I'm so sorry for existing. I'm really sorry. The world doesn't need me. Nicola does. No one else does. Do you like our little fairy lights on our lamp there, by the way? You don't realise that I talk about football because I want to just talk shit. I think I'd probably be happier just doing just a YouTube video talking about anything. Like, I just like talking to people. I like waffling nonsense. But I also like talking about football. Ponzi's gone. He is indeed. What was I talking about? Yeah, Aguero's kid. Imagine Aguero's kid is like, I don't want to play football, Dad. I don't really like it. You might not, man. Imagine Aguero's kid's like, I just want to be great at fucking, I don't know, curling or something. Or like dead good at ballet. And if so, I'm going to watch that ballet. Go on, Benjamin. Don't let anyone stop you be good at ballet if you want to be. You can do what you want, man. Let's come back to the year. Indeed. City Extras here. Big. I reckon it's Jordan. Big up to Jordan. So yes. You should start a Sunday League Esteemed Kompany team. Do you know what I would love to play some more football because I'm an old man now. When I play any football, my body's like, oh, that was a bad idea. It doesn't like it. But I want to play more football, and I'm not a bad footballer. So never be sorry for being hilarious. Thank you. Start a podcast. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a podcast if I love the sound of my own voice too much. I guess that's a good reason. But I feel like I probably should be more chatting to people. I have been chatting, by the way, with Nicola about the idea of doing a podcast. Obviously, like a spin-off called Esteemed Kompany with a C. I feel a bit sick after all the chocolate earlier. Nicola's bought over a really depressing bunch of snacks there.
No.
It's just like, what is it?
It's called Rudolph Munch. So
Rudolph Munch.
Salted caramel mixed nuts. With
Salted caramel mixed nuts?
With
Okay.
pretzel sticks.
Pretzel sticks.
Coated honeycomb and red malt balls.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Oh, I forgot about it. It's gorgeous. Everything I ever said was wrong. But not right now. Ooh, that pretzel's nice. Yeah, I did, yeah. Will I go and see Extra? Of course I will. I've been on once, but the problem we've got, obviously, is we're always doing videos at the same time. Life, man, it's life. That's just how it is. Who's this Mincer? I mean, to be fair, is that what you're calling me? I'm not going to deny that. Not wrong, mincing about, man. You know, like if he's just on about a bit camp and a bit friendly, that's me in a nutshell. And I am not. I'm very comfortable with who I am. And I've got a beautiful fiance. So, third pitch on the pitch, DM like Guardiola, I reckon. Do you know what? I was very good in a holding midfielder. My game progressed quite a lot. I was a genuinely fantastic goalkeeper as a kid, like genuinely very good. I was like, I kind of like nearly got scouted once. I had like scouts watching me during a little five-a-side tournament and stuff. Didn't obviously make it or anything like that, but I didn't grow enough, and I got some confidence. I was a very good keeper as a kid.
I feel like you're pretty skinny for a keeper as a kid.
No, keepers are agile and cat-like, but as a kid, yeah, I didn't grow, and I lost my confidence when I played in full-size nets. I was dead agile, I was like flying. But no. Yeah, but when you're a kid, you put you full-size nets, and yeah, like I'll do a visual representation of how small I was in these nets. Like I was down here like that, like I was there, like you see in my head now, and I was like I couldn't reach anywhere, and it was going over my head constantly. And I just remember getting really upset because I conceded about 20 goals playing against these bigger lads, and like I couldn't stop it, and I never wanted to play in goal again. So I ended up getting put in left back as everyone does, but then they realised I was a pretty decent footballer. Started to play a bit of midfield, and I was quite good at keep passing the ball around. And then I got playing as a kind of like a winger, and I got put as a forward because I scored loads of goals. But I was more like a kind of creative midfielder. So, nah, Zinchenko's not going. It's just the rumours that Lazio apparently want him. Obviously, there's a big, massive middle ground between team want a player, team get player, and I think they're right down here near want to play, but they're not going to get him. So, my mum's in the comments. Audrey McInerney's just got on there. Hello to say, everyone say hello to Odds. Mum said hi. She's in there. Jonas Hunter Blade. I would love to do a general football podcast, but I don't watch enough football. It's as simple as that, man. Like, I watch the occasional big game, but I don't watch it enough because once again I've got football fatigue really. So I don't tend to watch other teams as much because when I'm not watching Man City or literally like when most people are sitting like watching football, I'm editing a fucking diary about Esteemed Kompany, or I'm not complaining by the way, or I'm just like I do a lot of admin and data when I'm updating things or editing things or writing things. Then I'm not watching another game. Then I want to just not talk about football because I'm tired. So I end up watching a TV series or play a game or something like that. So I used to watch loads more, but I need to watch more. But I've got a general football knowledge, of course, because I pay attention to it all and I do watch bits here and there, but not enough to do myself confidence in watching in doing a football podcast, if that makes sense. I've always thought about watching more football and doing a general football podcast because I think I'd be good at it, but I don't do stuff if I don't trust my knowledge, if that makes sense. I could try and blag it like some people would probably do. My mum bought the Rudolph mix. She did indeed. She's been paying attention. Thank you, Mum. Thank you, Mother McInerney. I love it. I love how she's just popping in. I watch you and City Extra back and forth during live streams. Good on you, man. Good on you. Pay a big support to all the community, says Mazem. I love it. How can Mark just put in a really pretty picture there? How have you done that, man? Look at that Mark's little pretty picture in the comments. I like it. Like, is this all emojis? I tell you what, obviously it's just a spam comment, but Mark, I'm a big fan of your work, man. I like it. It's very nice. Yeah, we'll do one day, man. We'll do it one day, long news. Is it me or Zinchenko worked in his aerial ability? He looks much better in the air. Most likely, Rolke, yeah. I mean, you got to bear in mind that he's been playing at left back for a while now, so he will get naturally better and naturally a lot stronger. Sorry, it's just funny to see my mum there. Get the biscuits out, my mum said. I feel a bit sick, mum, after that sausage, fucking horrible sausage chicken curry. That and a mixture of cup of tea as well, and it's just a bit of a weird mixture. And I feel the problem is, by the way, what you don't realise, these are the little things like most YouTubers won't tell you. If you've had a big meal afterwards, and like you've had a big meal and you've had a lot to drink, and then you constantly for 60 minutes expulsion air out your mouth, you start to feel a bit burpy, or you start to feel a little bit sick every now and then because you're like your stomach's going, I'm trying to digest it. Can you just shut up for 1 second? Sorry. No. I feel fine. It's just if I wasn't talking, I feel totally fine. I feel fine. It's just obviously you get a little bit like I can't be eating anything else during this video. Love this new forum. It's like Fight Club without the fighting. Men moaning about life. Yeah, man. Right. Yeah, everyone moan about life. Life is worth moaning about, and life is worth celebrating. That is the point, I would say. Watch your channel and feel at home. I love you. Love you. Be blessed. Oh, Charlo, man. Thank you so much. That is the. Well, that's the point. I don't want to pretend to be the biggest, most passionate, most knowledgeable Man City fan, but I always will try my best to be the friendliest. That's all I can do. That's what. Does Mother approve of the YouTube as a job? Well, my mother is the most supportive person in the world, and my mum was like other than Nicola, my mum was like my band's biggest fan as well. And my mother approves of anything I do.
Odds would never say you can't do something.
My mum knows. My mum trusts me, and I help my mum with her jobs and everything. Your channel's helping me through COVID. Good on you. I'm glad that it helps, man. I try my best. Balotelli, Audrey. I love that. Swear down, you'll never see anything like this again. Watch it, drink it in. I need to do a meme of my mum just like legging it a face swap thing. I don't know what you're on about there, Mark. Nice. That's a terrible joke, Mark. According to a recent study, 9% of people didn't realise they just put an instrument at start a sentence. I didn't actually notice, so well done, man. Record, I can say hi to you. My favourite City player at the moment is Mr. Kevin De Bruyne, closely followed by Philip Walter Foden, one of our own. So yeah. just watched your Christmas stream. It was a ton of fun. Get Nicola to explain more soccer tactics, please. For one, it's football tactics, pal. I'm just gonna put it out there. I was gonna be that guy and do that. No, it was good fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And will do. Nicola does football. Nicola wants to. You know what Nicola loves doing, by the way? Just reading my tweets out. And she goes. You know what she does? She sits there with her phone. And she goes. Oh, what do you say? How do you go? You know what? What is it you say?
Steven, you know what?
Steven, you know what? And then I go, oh, fuck, here it goes. And she just reads out some take that I put on Twitter. And even though she's just trying to do it for a laugh, it sounds incredibly sarcastic and I sound like a right prick. So you go, do you know what? And I'll read a tweet from mine last night. Do you know what? She'll go, I don't think it's unfair to say that. Many of us never thought Stones would reach this level again. I'll hold my hands up. I knew it could be great, but just wasn't sure if he could do consistently anymore. Heard rumours City were trying to move on. Remarkable turnaround. I was like, shut up, Nicola. And she thinks she's hilarious. And she's pretty funny, to be fair. She's distracted by Valhalla, otherwise her voice would be a lot louder right now.
What are you saying?
Adam C. Well, if your mum's putting you down, either one, tell her not to, or maybe ask why she does that. Maybe it could be her way of being funny. I don't know the full situation, of course. She might not fully understand your interest, but mothers usually do things out of love, usually, mate. So don't worry. I obviously can't comment because I don't know your mum, but maybe always try and trust somebody's well intentions, and if not, if she's just a bit rude or whatever, I don't know. Don't take it to heart. I wouldn't worry about it. We've all got awkward family members, is what I will say. I've definitely all got awkward family members. Omar, 100%, man. Me and Paul always talk about going on a pilgrimage to see Alex over in Leicester. But we miss him so much. Alex, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Alex Hilton, the deepest voiced person in the world. He's got genuinely the graveliest voice. He sounds like Sean Dice after a heavy session. A great friend of ours. Yeah, Alex, I've heard Alex Hungover and it's ridiculous. I tell you, I could feel the bass in my chest. When you go to a gig and it's like... Alex, anyway, he now runs a pub in Leicester and we've always wanted to go and we waited to go, but then obviously COVID kicked in and we've not been able to go to his pub. But we're going to go and have a night there. Brillo, yeah, right, I shouldn't have deleted it, but I did delete it. Get Nicola, Mum and Dad on this Esteemed Kompany podcast. I will do Archel Firth. Us four just chatting shit about the world, putting the world to right. Do you know what? That's a fucking cracking idea. All four of us, right? And people asking questions and us four waffling away. Yeah. I'm up for that. That's Esteemed Kompany would say, I'm going to do that. That's a brilliant idea. We'll all just waffle away. Your mum told you she was a mistake. Baby, well, your mum's been a dick. I'm sorry. And do you know what? Actually, you know what I'll say?
She didn't ask to be born.
No, actually, she's probably just being very honest. I'm pretty certain I was probably a mistake. Mum, was I a mistake?
I was a mistake.
I mean, most kids are mistakes.
I was an accident.
But a mistake. But I'm pretty certain Mum was like, didn't really expect the little shit. But now he's here. What a guy, Look at him. He's amazing. Most people are mistakes. So if someone told me, if Mum told me a mistake, I was like, yeah, the best goddamn mistake you ever made. The idea that someone's a mistake is not really offensive. It's like, don't give a shit, man. Don't give a shit. Have you seen the Messi news on Sky Sports? I have not seen the Messi news on Sky Sports. What is Messi saying? Mum's messaging me. What I don't know what the Messi news is, but I'm sure it's interesting. We're all mistakes, exactly. But we're happy accidents is what I will say. The best kind of accidents. Do you fancy Foden to Madrid rumours? Nah, yeah, she's going nowhere, pal. Foden is going absolutely nowhere. We're all mistakes. It's no big deal. Your friend has said he wants to be a porn star. His mum and dad don't let me. Well, they can't stop you when you're older. I like how my mum put, was I a mistake? And my mum just put on a smiley face and a thumbs up emoji. I presume that's what she meant there. I think she meant as in like my mum's. To be fair, my mum types so slowly that could have been a reaction to a text I sent her earlier or something. So you never know. Like it's like the world's slowest text. Messi ain't coming. I don't think he's coming either. I feel being a mistake is cool. Exactly. Look at it that way. Like I wasn't even meant to happen. Look where I am. So look at it that way. It's been a cool, man. I don't want to be the product of a fucking diary. Oh, shall we produce a human right now? No, I want to be like, oh, what the fuck is this? Where did he come from? Look at him, he's amazing. I don't want to be scheduled, baby. Some people do have to schedule, by the way. And if you are scheduled, you're wonderful. But also, I would agree, it's pretty cool being a mistake. Like, you're a blessing to the world, you know. Unless you're not a blessing to the world, unless you're a bad person, then stop being a bad person. It's naughty. My mum wouldn't change you, but wouldn't change you. Yeah, that's my mum saying, yeah, mistake, but I wouldn't change you. Wouldn't change you either, mum. I haven't got a choice, to be fair, so. But I wouldn't, mum. We need a Nicola match review, Underblade said. Yeah, I'm going to give us Nicola a script one day. You were the 7th mistake, Massam. The 7th mistake. That's a proper family, that. Yash said, Nicola saying, hey, Yash would make my day.
Hey, Yash.
Say it, passion.
Hey, Yash.
That's the, hey, Yash. There you go, man. That feeling you're a regret and not a mistake, exactly. Yeah, that you don't want to be that feeling what you don't want to be a regret, I guess. But then say what, make them regret that you being a regret, is what I'll say. Baby, don't worry, man. Don't like if your mum. Yeah, everyone's got awkward family, but everyone has. What I will say in life, don't worry about what other people think of you, as long as you, in deep down, you know you're a good person. That's literally all that matters. As long as you try and be a good person. Sorry, it hasn't been about football. This, it's just been kind of chatting away. The football's at the start of the video. Has anyone got any football questions? Sorry, I get kind of distracted by these things. It's quite addictive. Apologies for lack of football. Please do hit the like button and subscribe button as well. Singer on the side. Well, I was a backing singer once in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever? Is it Embers? Yeah, I was the main backing vocalist. I wasn't the lead singer. Messi's past his best thing. Yeah, he is, but he's still pretty damn good. Hunter Blade said when he was born, his mum crapped himself. I think that's quite common, unfortunately. I see your videos always help me through the toughest times. And for that, I say thank you. Oh, my pleasure, man. Thank you for watching, and it's the very least I can do. Seriously, I mean, I literally wouldn't be doing this stuff without you watching. So thank you so much. Adam, it's crap, mate. It's absolutely crap about the exams being cancelled. I'm so sorry, man. Just hang in for a little bit longer if you can. Seriously, hang in a little bit longer, mate. I know. Obviously, there's nothing I can say or that way I can help, but it's shite. It's obviously shite, and the government, yeah, in terms of mental health, they're not going to help, unfortunately. But just try and chat as many people as you can, and try and get some fresh air as well. Go for walks, man. I tell you what, if you haven't already done it, and you can't, just find a way, get out for a walk for 3 or 4 hours. Put some music on in your headphones. Look on a hill somewhere. Enjoy the fresh air, and regardless if you're not interested in that kind of stuff, I guarantee you. Yeah, you'll feel better. Take your dog out for a long walk and get somewhere beautiful, and it makes a big difference. It always does. Walk along the waterside somewhere. Obviously, do it sensible and safe and stuff like that, but do it. Gundu has been good indeed. It's been wonderful. I think Laporte should start to left back. He's certainly got a chance, man. He's definitely got a chance. So playing there, I mean, he's going to have to show he can be good there, because it's going to be very difficult for him to get in the team at the moment, isn't it? So if he wants to get in the team, yeah. Why not? Stephen does mental health classes. I definitely don't. I am nowhere near qualified enough. What I will say is don't ever feel bad about feeling low. I used to feel really guilty about feeling low, but then I realised it literally is what makes us, you know. The lows are, you know, the lows are down there to make you realise how good the highs are and stuff, of course. Please, at the end of the season, remind Roy about what he said on 80 Sport. I will do. I did a video the other day, actually, and I did remind him, and he was like, oh. So I will do. We can win the league. Yes, we can indeed, man. We can win the league. And I've been saying that since the start of the season. Do you remember when I did a video called 70 Reasons to be Positive? People were having it, but I'm sorry. We need. I still feel like we can win the league, and I felt that all season, and I hadn't changed. Watch you at this time of the day, Legand Hunt. Get a bowl of cereal, man. There's nothing better than a 9:45 bowl of cereal. Anyway, I just realised I've been chatting for an hour and I'm knackered, and I'll probably be very loud for the neighbours, so I'm going to wind it down here. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry this got distracted and talked about loads of random shit, but I've enjoyed it. It's been good fun. True expressions by a long way, I reckon, Adam. Anyway, big love to you all. Go and have a good evening, and I'll chat to you tomorrow. Go watch the 5 Things Learned. Go and watch the 5 Things Learned. Enjoy the video if you want to. Like, comment, subscribe. Get me to 48k, then get me to 50k if you don't mind. Watch 5 Things Learned and download my football over there as well. Like, comment, subscribe. In a bit. Have a good evening. You're all beautiful. You're all wonderful. Especially you. Bye-bye.